What's up guys, Max here with a little bit of fighting game community news, and about a game that a lot of people have requested for quite a while to be on this channel, and I kinda hate that it's talked about in a situation like this, but for the sake of what happened, I think it's good that everyone understands what is going on, and what we're trying to do, and what a lot of these tournament organizers are trying to do for the future of fighting games. So for some of you that might not have been tuning into the channel over the past year or so, there have been a lot of situations amongst very large Capcom fighting game tournaments where things of collusion happened several times within grand finals. Now, this has been kind of known for a long time within the fighting game community, that pot splitting is a very big thing, that people that get into the top ranks of these tournaments within top 3, top 2, and stuff like that do split their winnings with each other so they both get something guaranteed, or a very large amount guaranteed between the two. But they play it out, and they make it actually seem very none the wiser that anything is going on. However, in some other situations, these folks actually do something very awkward. They don't choose their main characters, and they essentially play a match that nobody wants to see. The bigger issue is that with this stuff happening, it was broadcast, it was advertised, it was live streamed, and all these people were aware, and people got pissed. People got very pissed that this stuff was happening, because throughout this entire tournament, as a viewer, as a stream monster, as whatever the heck you might be at any given time, when watching a tournament, you want to see amazing fights. You want to see two people playing at their best, and sometimes these guys weren't playing at their best, and it was very freaking obvious. A lot of people don't like it, and it's generally frowned upon by the majority of fighting game community members. So what happened is that about less than a week ago, there was a pretty big tournament going on called Frosty Faustings 6. And within this tournament is featured a lot of like anime fighting games within all the community of anime fighting games, and especially the latest release of BlazeBlue. Now, what happened at the end, and I don't even want to specifically talk about the players that were involved because I don't think that's what's important. What happened was the players obviously chose characters that were not of their main fashion. Initially, a lot of people were talking about this, they're looking at what's going on, but the tournament organizer, who's known as Shinsen, actually was watching this fight when it's being live streamed and doing commentary, saw what was happening, took a moment to kind of compose himself, and this is what happened.
Attempted to collude by doing Izuyori mirror matches for grand finals. At this, Shinsen, our TO, got hella mad, justifiably so, and decided to pull the pop bonus for top 3.
He's going straight to Chosen Ninja. He's the one that want to fight hard and fucking fought all the way up there. He gets all that shit.
That dude wasn't having any of it. Now, within a lot of these tournament organizers, the issue of collusion has been happening a lot lately. And when it comes to something like this, is it up to the players to make like a good decision? Of course, it's always up to the people that are playing the game, but it's really up to rule enforcers. People that want to gauge how the games are played within the venue that they're controlling, and if they let this stuff happen and they let things get into the hands of people that could essentially just run with it, it can go in several different directions. There's been this ongoing thing that top players have all this power within the fighting game community, but what happened here is that this guy wasn't going to have any of it and was going to have a tournament finals run appropriately. He forced the players to switch their characters, he forced the players to play a real finals, and even through doing so made the decision that this huge pot bonus and the actual winnings for the first place ended up going to the third place competitor, as well as all the extra money that was associated with it.
With our third place, the guy who actually fought his hardest all the way throughout the tournament, and I want to say that I really appreciate you doing your best throughout the tournament. Even though you got third, I think you deserve this. The $200 that went straight to the pot, take that.
Thank you.
And also, I had this as a first place pot bonus for $300, but since people like to collude, we would give money to the real winners. Here's $300 pot bonus that goes to go to first place. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you just got $500.
I find this to be pretty inspiring. The fact that people are standing up for what they think is right and not letting people just go over and do whatever the heck they want to do. If this is happening, it kind of ruins the spirit of fighting games and ends up being things that could damage us in the long run, especially within actual organized tournaments where there's money involved and you're paying people for playing. And I can just say this reminds me of a situation where bullying happens a lot, and somebody finally steps up to the plate and does something. All I can say is, as a result of this whole thing, thank you very much, Shinsen, for standing up and making a representation that this is stuff that we will not allow to make anybody in the future feel like this is something we could maybe do or pull off. No, don't even think about it. I've had situations even recently at weekly tournaments, things that aren't even that important and just kind of for fun, but they're live streamed with thousands of people watching, and I've talked with the guy that's in second place when we're playing like Killer Instinct finals, and we joke around, hey, we should do Jago only manuals the entire final round. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that would be really cool. That'd be really exciting. For a moment there, it seems like a great idea. It seems like, yeah, that could be a great watching experience for a lot of people, but then I sat there for literally another half a second. I went, actually, no one wants to see that. I would love to do that. We did that on the side later on, but no one wants to see us goof around with characters that aren't our mains. People want to see us play our best in the finals, and that's all we're really asking for. Let me know what you guys think about the current situation with collusion in the fighting game community. I definitely think it's taken a big step down because people are being called out left and right, and dudes are making an example of what's going on, and hopefully this will take example for future tournament organizers to crack down on all this crazy BS. My name is Maximilian, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.